Hello and a very warm welcome to her space. It's another episode. We are bringing you stories of mothers from across Africa, mothers in different spaces. And this month, because we are celebrating autism and we are building awareness and acceptance globally, so we're bringing stories of mothers, fathers who are raising children on the spectrum. We're speaking to young adults who are on the spectrum. We are promoting acceptance, awareness, and advocacy. Let us educate ourselves wherever we are, wherever you are. Educate yourself, advocate for a friend, a family member. If you know any friend or family member who is on the spectrum, or a mother who is raising a child on the spectrum, reach out to them, support them, advocate for them. And as we have been saying the whole of this month, all parents and families who have children or people within their family on the spectrum, let us not be shy to talk about it. Let us get the kids out. Let us move for autism. Let us talk about it. Let us promote it. Let's advocate. Let's not be shy about it. And as parents, let's learn to ask for help, because it is important. And as we all know, is that a child is raised by a village, and we all grow together in a community. So we need all hands on deck. We need to talk about it. We need the government to support with the resources that are required in the education system, in the health system, so that the autistic people can be included holistically in the society, and they can be happy, because they're actually very, very special, and they're cool kids and they're cool people. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for following this channel. Thank you for subscribing. Keep liking, sharing, and subscribing. And today I have a very, very special guest, a good friend of mine, a mom who is raising a child on the spectrum, an autism advocate par excellence. Please help me welcome the beautiful Vanessa. And I will let Vanessa introduce herself. Most welcome. Thank you so much for coming and honoring us with your time. And thank you so much for the work that you're doing. I mean, your son is newly diagnosed, not so old in the space, but you have picked yourself and hit the ground running to advocate and to help other people. So well done, Vanessa. And you're most welcome. Please introduce yourself to our audience. Tell them who you are and what you do.
Thank you for having me, Edna. It's a pleasure being here. My name is Vanessa Karabai. I am mother of two. My 5-year-old is a boy on the spectrum, and my second born, who is almost 3 years old, is neurotypical. I am a board member with Ready Aiders Foundation, where we help children with special needs to get access to free therapy sessions. We also have it as an ICT center for girls who have completed high school and would like to earn their ICT certificates. We do that for free as well. So thank you. I'm excited to be here.
That's awesome. And that's some good work you're doing.
Thank you.
How long have you been working in the foundation?
Now 2 years.
Well done.
Yeah, 2 years.
The same time as you discovered that your son was in the spectrum.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about Jabali and how his journey has been, and your own journey as a mom.
Okay. Jabari.
It's R. Oh, damn it. The Nyeri accent is on. All those others, Sydney has to correct Jabari. Are there kids who are called Jabali?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So there's Jabali and Jabari. Okay,
yes.
okay.
Don't worry, excuse.
Okay, good.
So with Jabari, he growing up got him normal delivery. It was fine.
Yeah.
Big boy, 4.5 kgs.
Oh, well, that was quite
funny. No, it was an easy labor.
In this slim body of a fine.
Oh yes, it was an easy labor. He came out very well.
Okay.
Hit his milestones on target.
Okay.
And then at about 1 year, 8 months, he regressed. You know, normally when kids are about 1 year, they're calling you mama, baba, beba, maji, out. He used to communicate. Then at 1 year, 8 months, he regressed. Then I started now noticing his behavioral patterns are different. So he would flap a lot, he would steam, he would have meltdowns, he would tiptoe, run in circles.
Okay.
And now he's also lost his speech.
Oh.
So for me, I used to Google a lot, and autism used to come in mind. I'm thinking, okay, this is autism, but I don't know.
You kind of discovered on your own?
Yeah, I did.
Girl.
I picked it.
Okay.
And then I'm like, but I don't know how to help him. So it's autism, yes, but what's the next step? So I think when he just turned 2, that's when I got to see a neurodevelopmental pediatrician who now, on getting there, first thing they advise you is have his hearing tested.
Yes.
On getting to do the hearing test,
Yes.
we discover also he has mild hearing loss and severe hearing loss.
Oh, MJ.
Yes. So that threw me off, because I'm thinking I came here to deal with autism. Now you're telling me about
you. At
hearing
least you
loss.
went in saying, I know we have autism, but now hearing issues.
Yeah, so hearing issues as well. Okay, so what's the remedy? They're telling me we need hearing aids. Hearing aids then. So at that time I was expectant with my second born. I was about 7 months. So she didn't delve into it. She was like, no, you know what, you go home, see ma about it, then you can call me and we'll pick it up.
Or she didn't want to now stress you. You're already.
So she just looked at me. She's like, hi, okay, you just go home, think about it, then you'll call me. I'll take you through. Of course, first thing, deny. So at the time I took the first test in Mombasa, I was like, I'm coming back to Nairobi to get other tests done.
Yeah,
just
like second opinion.
Yes, if we did second, third, fourth, fifth,
Fourth, fifth, 10th.
to be sure. Yes, you're like, no, this can't be it. I know it's autism. We're telling me about hearing loss. So by the time we're doing the 5th test, like, okay, fine. So this hearing aids, so what is it? Advice, got them. But now remember, he's also on the spectrum. So
Yes.
ASD has been put aside. Now we're dealing with hearing issues. So he has to learn how to put on those hearing aids and stay with them.
How was that?
Yes, this is a child who, I mean, even me as an adult, I don't like having things, foreign things
In your ears.
ears. So this is a child. These things are not cheap. So there's that worry of him leaving and them getting damaged.
Tell me the story of, it was half a name.
Yes.
To get that
It was
thing.
half an M. Wow. Getting that thing.
And from outside, because you couldn't get it them here.
Yes, they got it from EC. Wow. So insurance also doesn't want to cover. The risk factor is a child.
Yeah.
He's erratic.
Yeah.
He is also heavy, so he may yank it and step on it. So that you're just guarding him, herding. Kama kambuzi.
Isipote.
Isipote.
The issue was isipote.
Isipote, and then now he got smart. Anazitoa anazitupadi nje dirisha.
Oh my God.
So the moment he would come and you'd see he has one, you turn the whole house upside down.
Looking for the other one.
Yes. Hey. So eventually when we got into that, he also now started occupational therapy.
Okay.
At the same time. Now the blunder we did, we enrolled him for both occupational and speech therapy.
Okay.
You see, he's not settled yet.
Yeah, so
you
speech.
go there, you waste a whole day, he's crying during the session. You know how it is before they get comfortable. Now I know that they should start with occupational. Once the child learns to settle, then they can indulge with speech.
Exactly.
But then now, you see, we're also trying to find out remedies. What other solutions can we do? He also used to get a bit of cold repetitively. So the ENT doctor at the time also advised we get his adenoids removed. It's like 6 months later.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, we did. I got them out. During the procedure, we had decided to have him put microscopic tubes so that every time he has a cold, water drains out.
Oh my God.
So every time he has a cold, they check his ears, water. Now, during the procedure, that's when they discovered, due to the infection and reinfection, there was a lot of pus in his ears.
Oh.
That was what was causing the hearing issues.
Okay.
So they drained the pus and his hearing is okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Now we're back to the drawing board with now dealing with spectrum, now dealing with a newborn.
Oh, now the newborn has arrived.
Yes.
Wow, that was a lot for one mother.
Oh, it was. It was heavy. I think the 1 year, I was a walking zombie.
Oh,
you just function to do things because you have to. I mean, no one can do it.
Yeah.
So at night, you're busy nursing. During the day, you're on to therapies.
What? Wow.
Because he can't live anywhere without me.
Yeah.
He guards me. He's there. So I have no choice. I have to do this. So we did the therapies for like 3 months until I was introduced to an ABA therapist. And you know how it is. So we have one slot for Jabari. You can join us. But you have to pay $800 for assessment.
Girl.
It's like, sorry, what now?
Wait. After you finished $500,000 with the hearing aid.
Now you're telling me I have to pay 800. Now we're even changing, doing
it's
dollars.
In dollars.
Yes,
Lord.
800. And I was pissed because I was thinking, what happens to parents whose kids really need these services?
Yeah.
Already, it's exorbitant. A therapy session is between 3,500 to 4,000.
Yeah.
a session for 12 minutes. You're supposed to do both occupational and
speech and others
3 times a week.
Yes.
Yeah, others you may bring in hydrotherapy.
Yeah.
Oh, so now you're telling me to pay again $800. Mind you, the insurance doesn't cover these things. I was livid. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do anything with him. I will do with him as I want. He'll stay in the house if need be. And now we enrolled him for play school at the time. During that season, now I was introduced now to Ready Aiders. It's like, you know what, they do free therapy. Would you mind having a look at them? It's like, no, I mean, I can go and see, then get a feel. If they're okay, I will join in. If not, he'll continue the play group.
Yeah.
So we went there. Of course, they do their assessment first. And then they brought up diet. This is something I've never had from all those specialists you've gone to. No one has mentioned anything about diet. So fasting or diet intervention, and there's a whole list of what they should and should not eat. And that's how I started the journey with Ready Aiders as a parent. Yes.
It's called
Ready Aiders.
Oh, Ready Aiders.
Yeah, like ready to aid.
To aid.
Yeah.
Okay. And they would come home, or you'd have to go to them?
No, you have to go to them. Because mostly they're reaching out to communities who are disadvantaged. They're based in Mathare area.
Okay.
So you find people from Mathare, Huruma, a lot of people from now low-income areas go and take their kids there for therapy.
And that's really nice. How many children are they being able to take care of now?
In every Saturday, 30 to 40.
Wow.
And not just ASD, because now parents, after radiators was known, other parents with children with CP would come in, Down syndrome. So you find all those multiples.
Oh, come.
Yeah.
And they work only weekends?
Yes. Now we only do it on Saturdays. Because Monday to Friday, it runs as an ICT center for girls. So girls are taught ICT skills for free for guys who have finished high school.
How did the diagnosis impact you as a family?
It was heavy. Okay, at least for me, I think I had picked it. The dad took time. In fact, every time we'd be like, no, narakisha mtoto. In fact, by the time I was going to say developmental pediatrician, I had gone to Mombasa to visit my folks. So every time I wanted to be like, no, give him time. I see there's a problem. So it took some time. In fact, one time he came from work and I think he was watching YouTube shorts. And there was a lady who talks about a child on the spectrum. And he was like, you know, I realized this child behaves like Jabari. So he's actually on the spectrum. I'm like, yeah, he has been on the spectrum. So it was challenging, but I think at that time you don't think of the challenges. You think of how to help him, how to equip him. At the end of the day, we all worry about, are they able to sustain themselves? Can they live alone independently?
Wow. So you've been advocating for the last 2 years with the Ready Aiders.
Yes.
Tell us about the pageant. There's a huge Mr. and Miss Autism. And what was the thinking behind?
Ready Aiders started in 2017. How it came to now serve communities with the children who have special needs is we used to take parcels of food to the disadvantages now in the slum areas mostly. But almost every home visited, there was a child on the spectrum.
With a special need.
Yeah, with a special need. And the parents don't know. Yeah, and the parents don't know. Oh, you ask what's wrong with the child, and the parent, you know, when him slow, and they realize, no, there is a gap here that needs to be filled. So that's how now they came in and put up now a therapy center. Out of that, we just don't want to see the challenges that these children go through. We also needed a platform to celebrate them. There's a lot of beauty that comes with them.
Good.
And that's how now Miss and Miss Autism Kenya was born. So every April, being International Autism Awareness Month, we hold Miss and Miss Autism Kenya. That's how it was born.
Oh, that is so good. How is it done? How are the kids selected? We know that pageantry is for beauty and all that. How do we make these kids, I don't know, catwalk? I don't know. Are they supposed to?
We train them.
Okay.
We train them. So the auditions, the auditions basically are just to see whether the child is confident, you know, poised. Most of the children, of course, are also helped by their caregivers or their siblings.
So there's shadowing.
Yes, it's shadowing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very
Because I was wondering, how is my baby going to walk from here to there?
No. It's shadowing. You have to be there. It's fun also to see the parents coming in to support these children.
Yeah.
So we have auditions. We don't cut off these children from coming to perform. It is their day to have fun and to be celebrated and to be cheered.
Okay.
Also, it's a good way of pushing them to the limit, to challenge them a bit, because you find they're very confident. Just today, I was with Sylvia and she was expressing how Brad so happy saying, I'm Mr. Autism.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
I was there, I was so touched. I was like, this is beautiful. So it also boosts the children morale. There is no cutoff. Everyone is free to come.
Okay. And how do you judge? Because you have judges.
Yes, we do. So
that you select the best. I mean, the mister.
We have a voting system. Once auditions are done.
By the public.
Yes, there's a voting system. So once the auditions are done, we take a photo view and you give us a brief about yourself. So
yes, I've seen a lot of photos on your socials.
Yes. So guys share these links now to the public to vote for them. So the voting system also comes into play on the day.
Okay.
Yes.
So at least they're not unfairly judged.
Exactly. It's not just limited to the pageants.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very good initiative, and I think we need to create more forums. I look forward to coming to the event.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, please. And I think it's a good way of also bringing good vibes in a very difficult. So that it's not always gloom and crying and being stressed about the children, even for the caregivers.
Yes.
I think it's an opportunity for people to have fun. I've also seen other people having initiatives like games and all that, which is really nice. Yeah. So we need a lot of including.
We do, because the whole point is having inclusivity. Because at this point also we have a lot of companies, corporates engaging now with us. Yeah. You can find just the other day I was invited to Novotel to train their staff on awareness, autism awareness.
Well done.
Thank you. So now with that advocacy and speaking out, a lot of people want to be involved, to be indulged. So how can we create our spaces to be more inclusive? What should we look out for? What do they need? Yeah. So having this conversation.
I like that about hotels because I think that's one of the areas which become very difficult because, like we are going for dinner, we're going for lunch with our children and then, they're doing things that maybe are not socially acceptable or correct in terms of the judgment of society. Yes. So if we had also maybe waiters understanding, I think that would really help.
Yeah, that's the sensitization we're doing. In fact, I remember right after the GM came and he was like, I've been in the hotel industry for over 10 years and I did not know that we could do these things.
Wow.
So it's good. But again, it's the power of just talking and repeating and doing it. It's beautiful to see. Yeah, it's beautiful seeing people coming in.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
What are some of the challenges? Because you've been a young mom, still young, millennial or Gen Z? Millennial. Wesi watu wagodha tena.
Tunazijua pia.
Okay. So what are some of the challenges you faced? And, so that we can help a young mom out there.
Of course, emotionally, it's draining because you're thinking, my God, now you can imagine me, I am identifying a diagnosis when I'm expectant with my second one. I'm thinking,
that was heart-wrenching.
My God, I'm bringing in another child. What am I supposed to do? Exactly. Already, the notion of having a firstborn child is usually very crazy because you fumble a lot. Yeah. And now you have a diagnosis, you are bringing in another child. So emotionally, it's very, very draining.
I can imagine.
You don't know heads from tails. You have no guidance. So yes, information is there, but then we're still in an African society. Yeah. So there's not a lot of information locally.
There's no information.
There's not a lot of support even. Because a lot of people don't understand. Unless now the way I'm talking about autism, people around me now will understand because I am in it. But before that, it's a gray area. No one knows. Of course, there's a lot of stigma. You go with your child somewhere and there's a whole meltdown. And for him, like Jabari is really strong. You can imagine at 5 years, he's 38 kgs.
Oh, whoa. He's the boy.
He's strong.
Yeah.
So when you go somewhere and he has a meltdown, first thing he lands himself on the floor.
Yeah.
By the time you lift him. No, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. So emotionally, it was very draining. Financially also, it's draining. now that's when you're trying to figure out your career. What do you want? What's the next move you want to make? And now you are tied down to now that disease and a condition rather. Looking after a child. So you're limited to moving around. You're limited to now making career choices that, you know, you can do a normal 8 to 5. Something has to give.
Yeah.
Because again, your child needs you. They need to be present. Again, there's that fear of, if I leave him with someone else, will they be able to take care of them? You know, because the fact that they are glued to me, it's because they think I'm the one who understands them. So it limits you completely to, there's no more thinking of where do I want to have my career. First now, focus is a child.
Yes.
Once you figure out they're independent, then now you can start thinking about career. Yeah, so, but thankfully when we started it out, my mom-in-law was really supportive at the time. In fact, she wanted to understand. You know, now she's a boom, I think. She used to think, okay, so this is autism. Okay, so what is this all about? You know, sometimes come even to see with us. Like, when is the next appointment? I need to sit in and try to understand what this is all about.
Good.
So yeah, that was really supportive. But yeah, I guess with this, you just have to hit it on the road.
Yeah.
Now, getting also into community forums that you find other people. Remember, that's how we caught up.
Yes,
the first time,
actually,
like, Edna, you're
in
there.
a group.
Yeah, so also these groups really help. If
Yeah,
people
the
come,
support groups are useful.
very, very, very supportive. Because now when you see someone comes and share their own journey, again, being on the spectrum is very different. But you feel motivated.
Yeah.
You know you're on the right path, that your child is going to be okay. So yeah, I think that was it.
And what are you doing to support Vanessa, to support yourself?
I have my own brand, Binti Bomba. I make clothes for both ladies and men. This is all me. So yeah, please check out my pages.
Yeah, we're going to put it on this video.
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook.
Yeah.
So for me, I am entrepreneur. I have my own workshop, so I design attires. Yes.
And how do you, what are you doing for self-care?
I love a good run. For me, it's workout. I love a good run. I love waking up and working out. Pilates in the morning. Yeah, that's how I love. And then I love reading books.
Yeah.
You won't find me watching TV. No, I feel it's usually a bit overwhelming. I've been all over. You're talking to people. So for me, my cool down is I'd like to read a good book or go for a run or workout.
Yeah, because we've been told earlier, and throughout, all women here, they come and say, you know, you can't pour from an empty cup.
You can't. You can't.
And there's no time to refill your cup.
No, you have to create time though. You just have
to create time to.
With these kids, they need you to be 100. Because there are days where they push you to the limit. You have to be prepared.
Yeah, it is important to take care of ourselves. If you're talking to a mom out there, a young mom, what are some of the things that, you know, they can do to, you know, take care of themselves and also to build a bit of advocacy around themselves and their communities? A young mom of an autistic child.
Even taking a walk. Just go take a walk. It doesn't matter. Just go take space for you. So even if it's taking a walk, if making your nails makes you feel relaxed, do it for you. It's an investment for you. Why? Again, you can pour it from an empty cup.
Yeah.
This child needs you whole. Why are we advocating? Like my son is nonverbal. So I am his voice.
Yes.
We're the only ones who can speak for them. You know, we're the ones who understand them. So we are the ones to speak for them. What do they need? What do they need? That's why an advocacy comes to place. Also, do not feel, don't look down upon yourself, because it gets better. It won't end, but it gets better.
Yeah.
In that they also become aware. They want to deal with other kids. Like for me, my son has really been pushed by his brother.
Yeah.
Because his brother now is...
His brother has become his bestie.
Yes.
Nice.
They will fight on each other hard, but also
good.
love on each other hard.
Yes.
But just the other day...
and the brother is 2.
Yeah.
The brother is 2 or 3?
2.5. He's turning 3 in June.
Okay.
Actually, in a few months, yeah. He's turning 3. But he's a pusher, you know, he's outgoing. Just the other day, we had gotten home from school. And I remember when we were getting into the gate, there was a nanny who had 2 sweets. So Jabari went and took it and gave his brother.
Oh, cute.
Then he went back and took for him. And I was thinking,
So cute.
But that's what the brother does for him. You can't give
now
Karim.
he's learned.
Karim, you can give him one thing.
Okay.
He will take for Jabari, give
first.
Jabari first.
Yeah.
And then where's mine?
Oh,
so
that's so cute.
Yeah, you see such things, you're like, oh, this is so nice. They're learning from each other.
Yeah.
Very small things. Jabari was never interested in some foods, sweets even, by the way, you know, a bike. Now he's interested in all these things because of his brother. He's watching his brother and they follow each other closely.
that's
They're
so
always
nice.
there guarding each other. They will fight, but they also love each other. Like
Yes,
that's
of
their love
course.
language.
Yes.
So don't feel bad about the situation. It gets better.
It gets better.
Yes, it gets better. Two, don't feel that you don't want to have another child. You know, that's also, I remember we used to hear that a lot when we used to take him for therapies. No, you guys are still young. You can get another baby. At the time I was expectant, so by the 18 I was like, it doesn't stop there. So just keep doing it, keep talking to people about it. Don't feel bad about it.
Yeah.
But also I'll sensitize on the importance of therapy. That's the other thing. I think a lot of people lose patience, but it takes time.
Yeah, because of you're not seeing results quickly.
Yes.
Yeah, therapy
yes.
is not like teaching a kid alphabet or numbers, a typical child numbers and alphabet, where they pick it up and tomorrow they are talking about it or they are singing the numbers. So this therapy sometimes it can look like, how do we assess like progress?
Progress, but you can't.
Yeah.
You just have to be patient. In due time, you'll start seeing the progress. In due time, once they know how to settle, now they can learn how to talk. They can now learn how to. You can train them how to dress themselves. You can train them how to feed themselves. So therapy. It's really, really crucial.
Yeah.
Don't let that go. If you can focus on therapy, just do it.
Yeah. I think also it's very expensive.
It is very expensive. That's true. You find also most insurance don't cover. I think, if I'm not wrong, only the corporate insurance is cover.
Yeah.
But if there is a way for you to find therapy,
today the some cover, but even getting a sufficient cover is what is a challenge, because most outpatient, because it's covered outpatient.
Yes.
And so most of the outpatient covers will be between 250 to maybe $1 million.
Yes.
It's hard to negotiate for 2 million of outpatient. I don't even think it exists. And that now, how many sessions are you going to do even with 250K?
Yes.
Yeah.
And now those are the privileged ones. What of those now
who don't even
insurance?
have? I don't know whether SHA covers.
No. No. Now SHA is a gray area.
I know.
Now.
I'm even just thinking NHIF at the beginning. I don't know whether it was covering. Public hospitals, do they have any?
They do have.
Okay.
They do have therapy sessions, probably at a fee, but
A small one.
small one. Kise therapy sessions are 100 bob.
Oh, that's cute.
Yes, and Kise is fully equipped. Fully
Are they able to handle so many?
Yes.
Okay.
It's large, it's huge.
That's
It can
so we
handle
need many cases across the country.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I think that's now the
Yeah.
part where the government should look at. Now, the problem is we don't know which ministry it falls under.
Exactly.
But that's what they should look at.
Given that we also don't have numbers, we don't have data.
Yes.
We don't know where the kids are. So opportunity to provide data. Yeah, I think we need to look at such things, because when you're building advocacy, also you need to know numbers. To be able to know how to even
maneuver.
Allocate
resources.
Yeah.
So there's that's a whole lot of gray area. Yeah.
So this month, what are you doing for advocacy?
It's been a busy month.
It's been a very busy month for you here and there.
Busy month. There are a lot of events to show up on advocacy, on inclusion. Like I told you about the trainings.
Yes.
Just showing up and talking about it. But I love it because it sets the momentum. As much as it may be 1 month, but it's 1 month that will cover a lot.
Yes.
Because out of this 1 month, a lot of conversations are being held in small spaces. Because from those small spaces, and policies and changes can be done. So there's lots of events happening during this month.
Yeah.
Apart from Mr. and Miss Autism happening tomorrow on the 12th. That is.
Where is that? Tell us about that.
Sportsview Kasarani. Those are
you going to stream live for the wider public?
Unfortunately, no. We will do.
How are we going to access and see it?
We post on our Facebook page.
Okay.
Yeah, we post it. We have a page on Mr. and Miss Autism Kenya.
Okay.
That we shall post. But next year you'll find us live.
Live, yeah. Yes. We need to, so that of course as we're advocating, we can get more people to watch.
Yes.
and witness and act and be involved.
True.
And participate.
So apart from that, there's also a symposium on autism also next weekend.
Okay.
Thursday and now Good Friday.
So this weekend
Where
is that?
It's gonna be at Sportsview still.
Okay. What is that, like a workshop or?
Yeah, mostly a workshop. So different organizations coming in, having conversations. It's a 2-day symposium on autism. Yes.
Being under your foundation?
Yes.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
Well done. You guys are doing a lot.
Thank
and
you.
we need so much more.
Yeah, there's so much to be done.
Yeah. So what support are you asking the public for your work?
To be kind to the people around you. You never know what they're going through. There's a lot of, again, stigma coming in. I remember one time I went to church and I was actually asked to go because the buddy has a meltdown. He wants us to go. I knew he wanted us to go, but at the same time, the same way I was taught church, the same way I want to teach them church, you know.
Yeah.
And he's on my back crying, having a meltdown. My other boy is seated here. He's crying because he's seen his brother crying. We were not seated actually in church. We were outside by the tent. And 2 ushers actually came and told me to leave. First I was so livid, and then I figured they don't know any better. So they actually just left.
Oh my
So be kind, because I'm thinking in that situation,
I'm
facing 2 kids.
God.
Yeah, I'm facing 2 kids crying at the same time. What am I going through, you know?
So they want you to leave so that the church can continue.
Imagine,
nicely,
quietly.
Oh.
I was not even inside. I was outside at the tent.
Oh my God.
So be kind.
Discrimination.
Yeah, of course. Now that's why we're having these conversations, because they don't know better.
They
the
don't
ushers
know better.
don't know better. We be kind to each other. If you see a mom, if you know anyone who needs help, step in. You just be there. It doesn't have most of his children also are very picky, so you may not pick the child and babysit them. But if you're around the caregiver, it helps.
Yeah.
But around our work, can we call on more corporates, more organizations to have these conversations internally, not just to help now the guests or staff, but also to hire people on the spectrum.
Yeah.
This is where inclusivity comes in.
Yes.
Yeah. Like recently, you know, KQ have done a very good job.
Yeah. And thank you for connecting us with Sarah and Tony. We've had amazing conversations with them. Shout out to Kenya Airways for accepting to pick them up.
Linda's doing a very good job. She's done it very well, and she's really trying to incorporate the whole dimension of inclusivity. Because when we talk of inclusivity in our spaces, it's not just to accommodate them, but also to help them lead a normal life.
Yeah.
This means also employment.
Exactly.
So what are guys?
Because they get money.
Yeah.
They're able to
sustain
live on
themselves.
their own.
Yes. So what are corporates doing about it as well? So what I will call on for people to do is have these conversations internally in terms of inclusivity for the children, but also now employment for the younger adults. And also come in and help where free therapy can be offered, where these services can be offered. Can they come in and donate and help and support? Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Vanessa. I'm being told we've run out of time. Okay. What is going to be your parting shot? And you kind of have done it.
Yes.
Was that like a parting shot, Mary? I will say thank you so much for the amazing work that you're doing. But in terms of, because we know that one of the biggest challenges family acceptance, what will you say about that? Because besides the community, it starts at the family level. Yeah. What would you say about that?
That's when it's a hard one, but we just have to keep having these conversations. There is no two about it, but it has to start from the parent. How you treat your child will enable everyone else around you to treat them the same way.
Yeah.
So if you shun him, if you protect him, if you know, we don't lock up children nowadays. Let them get that exposure. The more they are exposed, the more they visit these places. Let them go and make this noise. Today I'm usually so unbothered. If I go with him and he jumps and people are looking at me and I'm like, he's fine, you know. So expose your children, let them be. The more they visit these places, the more aware they become, and the more they also read the social cues. But that can only happen if they are exposed outside.
Because it can happen when they're inside the house.
If you feel dealing with family is overwhelming, it's okay to take time for yourself. It's very much okay. Because you get to that area where you think, my family should support me the most. So why are they not doing so? So if you feel you're in that space where you feel overwhelmed, take time for yourself until you feel you're okay to come out.
And actually, like how we had Karen Murioki, and she said, just deal with the part of the family that is accepting. Don't worry about the majority or the others who are like not being able to overcome their own stigma or not being able to accept, and deal with the little group that is accepting and move forward with them. And then you influence the others slowly as you go.
True.
Yeah.
But then it is not your job to make them accept you.
Yeah.
So if they accept you, well and good. If not, it's well and good as well. For me, I think just focus on your mental space, on having the best support. That's all that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done. Thank you so much, Vanessa. We have to have more conversations.
Of course.
But I'm looking forward to tomorrow to being at the event of Mr. and Miss Autism. And I hope that as our babies grow, they can start to participate. Maybe in the next 2 years.
You need to bring Kyle and shadow him.
Yes, I know.
You need to.
He would love that. And then when he gets in front there, he'll be like, hey.
It's okay. It is there to have fun. Let him have fun his own way. So,
I think he will do well.
I think so.
I can see us bringing the crown home.
Okay.
We're going for it.
That'll be a very interesting show. Now I will be the one to interview you when he brings the crown home.
I'm excited. I'm rooting for your success tomorrow.
Thank you.
And also for our children.
Thank you.
I pray that Jabari will enjoy and have a holistic life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm actually open, like the direction that our kids are going is how we are going to flow. We do our best to help them navigate, and we are not trying to make them be like us or be like the other kids. No, we're just accepting them the way they are and growing with them. Our work is just to support them along the way.
And we're growing as well.
And we are growing as well. They're growing us, right?
Yeah, they are. We're first to, oh gosh, it humbles you. It takes you to it strips you down to humility.
Yes.
What you realize is they're different, but they're not less.
Yeah.
So the conversations we need to keep having is, number one, they're human beings. They're not ASD, they're still
and
human
I like
beings.
that. They're what? They're not less.
They're different.
Yeah.
They're not less.
They're not less.
Yeah,
That's amazing. Yeah. Because that thing of like, oh, not 100% is very, it's condescending.
Actually, I don't like when someone asks me about Jabari and I tell them, no, he's on the spectrum. And they go, oh, no, I'm sorry. I don't like that. I'm like, no, he's fine. In fact, no one saw him like, he's fine.
It's just like the way you can be like, oh, he has diabetes.
Exactly.
Or,
yes.
or he has a homa.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, not a homa.
But we get it.
But at least it's good to I also don't like using the word normal and normalizing, but I think let's normalize the conversation.
That's true.
Yeah. True. Let's normalize having the conversation of they're on the spectrum and they're whole and they're walking their different journey. Okay, and they're very happy children. They laugh, they play, they all that, as long as they're good. Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you and I honor you and I thank you for the work you're doing. Keep advocating, keep raising awareness, keep supporting many children, especially the work you guys are doing in Mathare. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, because at least there's a mother there who is able to go and do their daily gig because their child is in a safe space. And we need a lot of safe spaces like those ones. Yeah, so let's look for a lot of organizations and collaborate. Because all of us, I think, when we're faced by this challenge, we are all waking up to advocacy.
True.
And I am so happy because all the parents have spoken to this month and before, everyone has an amazing idea of how they can advocate. So I believe now the opportunity lies in collaboration.
True.
Yeah.
Very,
so that now we start pulling
each other
together,
allies.
And pulling together so that we are not also pulling apart and also doing some, like spreading thin. So we need to now come together and bring all these organizations that are doing amazing things and work, and that's where we are going to make great strides.
That is very
true. So thank you so much. I appreciate you and thank you so much for coming, and I look forward to more conversations.
Of course.
I think there's opportunity to do more conversations, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow at the event.
Karibu.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, our viewers. We had Vanessa Karabai with us today, a mother of a child on the spectrum and an advocate for autism with the Ready Aiders Foundation, doing great work in the low income areas in Nairobi, and supporting a lot of mothers and fathers out there to be able to go to work because their children are being taken care of by the therapists. So let's support Ready Aiders.
Yes.
We're going to put your credentials down here so that in case you have more, you can be able to also donate to the foundation so that they can continue doing the great work that they are doing. So thank you so much. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, bye bye. It's
Finally.
a wrap.